So we're running up to random people like, can I have your bra? Can I have your bra? So what's up, y'all? It's your girl Diamond, and I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but it doesn't matter because I'm here now, right? So before we get into today's video, y'all know what I need y'all to do, right? I need you to like, yes, and comment, yes, and subscribe. I don't know why I have to keep telling y'all this. I don't know, like, y'all really just not fucking with me, and it's honestly very hurtful. Like, the last time I posted a video, I cried after, like, not directly because of the video. I was just like, and I didn't cry like, oh my god, YouTube don't like me, but I was just like, damn, what the fuck? Like, why do I fuck with me? Why nobody don't want to support me the way I'm willing to support everybody else? So I was in one of those kind of moods. But moving forward, today is a new day, and it's about to be a motherfucking story time. I might get 2 videos out today, I don't know, because I look so cute. I got a little date tonight. I'm going to a little dinner and to the casino and maybe the bar after, who knows, because it's early. But yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna get right into this. I was gonna get right back into the story, but I gotta make sure I tell y'all first to follow my socials, okay? My Instagram is Diamond Dukes, my Snapchat is Diamond Dukes, and my TikTok is D.DukesXxx. So if y'all could just follow all of those, as well as like, comment, and subscribe to this. Matter of fact, if you're watching this video right now, comment a heart. Comment, we here, girl. Comment, I see you. Comment, keep it up. Comment something. Just let me know that people are actually watching these freaking videos, okay? But now, and my hair is so cute today. But now, without further ado, I'm going to get right into the story time. And this this story, I think, is going to be about my first girls trip, my first trip ever. I went on a cruise with 2 friends of mine, and I'm going to title it... I don't know if I want to title it just like first ever girls trip, you know, keep it clean. No, I'm going to title it Hoa Boat. I'm going to title this story Hoa Boat. So yeah, we'll see why. So anyways, this story takes place back in 2019, and just a little backstory. I got married in 2018. So, you know, transitioning into married life and dealing with all of that, and I believe I also started school that year, so it was a lot going on that year. That year was very stressful. So when 2019 rolled around, and my friend, I'm gonna call her Shorty. I'm gonna call her Shorty because she's short. So I'm gonna call her Shorty, and then my other friend, who was her friend at the time, I'm gonna call her Bobby. And the reason that I'm calling her Bobby is because when I met her, she had like a brush cut. And like, she's like a really pretty girl, dark skinned girl, big, beautiful, white, pearly white teeth, right? And she just smiled a lot. So like, when I see her smiling with her brush cut, like it gives like bobblehead. So I'm gonna call her Bobby. And I mean that in the sweetest way, because the girl, she really is beautiful. But she had the shaved head, and she just like always smiling and nodding or whatever. So I'm gonna call her Bobby, and then we got Shorty. So moving along, Shorty randomly hits me up. At this point, it's actually like November or December of 2018. So Shorty hits me up like, oh, we're going on a cruise in February. Me and Bobby, you can come. It's only like $300, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, $300? Like, I need to make this happen, especially because it's like, at this point, this will be my first trip, first vacation, first anything ever. So $300 is nothing, right? So I'm like, cool, we gonna make this happen. Send them my money, get put on the package, everything cool, right? This is, this is like November, December. And at the same time, this is when my friend Shorty started her like cavitation business. So I was letting her like practice on me, like do the non-invasive butt lifts and stuff like that on me. Like, it was like so she could get practice, but also so like she could use like my pictures for like promo and stuff, because your girl, she got ass. It's like, nah, yeah. So we was doing that or whatever, and I really liked it. Like, I felt like my butt was higher and it like felt firmer and stuff. So I was excited. I'm like, okay, I'm about to look the fuck good on this boat. Like, it's lit, right? So February rolls around, and it's time for us to get on the cruise, and it was everything that, actually, I ain't even gonna jump into the cruise. So the day before we leave for Florida to get on the boat, it's me, Shorty, and Bobblehead. I mean, not bobblehead. Me, Shorty, and Bobby. I'm sorry, it's me, Shorty, and Bobby. Shorty ended up going to sleep mad early that night. I don't know why. Maybe she was tired. She was being a party pooper. I don't know. But me and Bobby was just up. Like, we was just up. We was making TikToks, everything. We ended up walking to the bar at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, we did not want to go to sleep. So we went to the bar. We ended up like chilling at the bar, making some friends. She met this guy. I want to say, I don't know what he did, but he was like a money man. And it's funny because every time I start recording, my nose run. It's funny because Bobby will say it herself. Like, she would like, this Bobby right here. She like, I smell the money. Her voice is so raspy too. So it's always funny. She be like, you smell that? He smelled like money. So we was chilling at the bar. We met this guy. He buying up our drinks and all of that. He talking about going to the casino and shit. But I'm like, all right, this is just too much. But I'm only telling you, it's not relevant to the story. But at this moment, I knew that I was going to have a fun ass time on this trip with Bobby, because she's just like so outgoing. She made friends with anybody. And I already knew this about her just from like being on the phone with her and Shorty and stuff like that. But to actually see it and to see how shit just like happens out of nowhere, I was like kind of getting excited for the cruise, right? So next day we fly to Florida. And we flew in the day before our cruise just because you never know, like your flight could be delayed or anything like that. So we flew in the day before. So the day before the cruise, you know, we just hung out in Florida. We went to a Mexican spot, got a little tipsy there. And then we ended up at a drag bar, which was so fun. And again, Bobby is just like, mind you, she fitting in right in with the queens, right? So she on stage dancing with them. She like playing with her titties and patting her coochie and all of this. So I'm like, yo, I can't with this girl, but I'm loving every minute of it, right? So that was that. But Florida was just it was a taste of the boat, right? So the next day, we are finally getting on the boat, right? Hold on, wait, what's the first thing that happened on the boat? Okay, so when we got on the boat, right? Like after we got into our rooms and got settled in and stuff like that, we went to the main lobby of the boat, like the main deck where everybody would see you passing in, right? And they were doing karaoke. So my ass, I'm not doing nobody's karaoke. Oh, at that time, I was like not trying to do nobody's karaoke, right? But Bobby, like this girl got all the courage in the world. Like I love her so much. Bobby was like, fuck that, I'm doing karaoke, right? So she goes in the middle of the floor. Mind y'all, I said she got shaved head, and it's actually, her hair was silver. She had a brush cut and it was silver, right? She had on this little gray mini dress, and she sings, I Will Survive. I will survive as long as I know how to love. I know I'll stay alive. So that's what she's singing, right? But she is cutting the fuck up. Like, my job, Bobby can't sing. Bobby can't sing for shit, all right? She got this raspy ass, she can't sing, but the bitch is performing, okay? She is Beyonce on this boat right now. She entertaining the crowd. She's like dancing around people. Like, it's a show. Like, I'm loving every minute of it. I'm gonna insert a clip, all right? Thank you, baby. Let's just say I put the clip right there. So I put in the clip, so Bobby's performing, right? So after that, my friend Shorty, a couple more people went, and then Shorty decided she was gonna go. So Shorty went, everybody's loving her. So then I feel like people are like low key, like looking to me like, okay, like it's her turn, but I never went up there. Fuck that shit. So from then though, everybody on the boat knew who we was. Like we were like celebrities on the boat, and y'all gonna see how that plays out throughout the story. So then, you know, that was that. We explored the boat a little bit, take a tour, and then we end up back at the lobby because that was the first stop where we was gonna go get some drinks. So we go to the drink and we meet this like older white guy, and he's just like talking it up with me and Bobby. And I don't think Shorty was with us at the time. I think she was like still getting ready or something, because when we got in the boat, we did karaoke, but then we took showers and we started changing and stuff. But you know, it's no reason for us to sit and wait in the room while each person is getting ready. Like, we just gonna go explore a little bit. I think that's what we did. I don't know why Shorty wasn't around, but she wasn't around at that point, so I can only assume she was getting ready. So me and Bobby are at the bar. We meet this older white guy, and he just looks like, long story short, he was a millionaire, right? But he don't look like no millionaire. So we're talking to him, and he basically just tells us, he blurts out how he just hit like the lottery, and he's on the cruise, you know, because he's been cruising since he hit the lottery, So that's why it came up, because he was showing us his jewelry. He had on this like big, huge ring. Mind you, it was the ugliest fucking ring I ever saw in my life, but it was huge, and it had a big blue stone in it. So Bobby asked to try on the ring, so he let her try on the ring. He let me try on the ring or whatever. So we don't know that it's a real ring at this point, because he hadn't told us that he was a millionaire. So then he finally told us, like, yeah, I'm a millionaire. I'm about to be on TV on My Lottery Dream Home. I think he was about to be on, because he had just purchased like his new big house. So he's told us to like keep a lookout for his episode. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, that's exciting. So mind y'all, I looked it up. I never found his episode, but I did look him up, and he did actually win he won the lottery. So kudos to him.
For clarity, he said the ring was like $400,000.
So, you know, kudos to you. But again, I told y'all, Bobby, she smelled the money. Bobby gonna smell the money. So she was drawn, like, she must have knew that man had some money, because she was drawn to him just talking to him at the bar. So I'm like, yo, this is so crazy. So that was that or whatever, nothing major. So then we go to we go get seated for dinner, because when you go on a cruise every night, you can schedule to have like a seated dinner at the same time, or you can go to like the buffet, which is whenever you're ready. So we scheduled for the seated dinner for that night. So that was when we first saw the I'm gonna call them the frat boys. So on a cruise, if you go on a cruise, you're only gonna see but so many people. So who you see is who you see. It's not like you're gonna see new people tomorrow, right? So the first people that we saw was the frat boys. Like, the first people that we thought we could, you know, interact with was the frat boys, right? So it was like a group, it was like 9 or 10 of them, and they were like really attractive boys. They were like at a big long table, because there was so many of them, and their table was across from ours. So that's how we kind of made eye contact with those boys initially. Nothing happened then, though. We were just, you know, we enjoyed our dinner. We peeped the boys, like, oh, they're cute, blah, 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 but whatever. It was nothing major. So that was that. After dinner, we go back up to our rooms and get changed, because, you know, on a cruise, you're just changing clothes for no reason. And what did I buy all these clothes for, right? So, like, I insisted on changing my clothes a lot. I don't know. Like I said, it was my first trip, and the cruise is only but so long, so I got to make sure I wear all my outfits, right? So that was that. So after we do that, we go to the club, like the club on the ship, right? I kid you not, when we walked into that club, everybody started clapping. Just clapping, like, there they go, there they go. And I'm like, there who goes? So, like, but everybody, like, recognizes us from Bobby and Shorty doing karaoke and when we first got on the boat, right? So everybody's clapping for us or whatever. And it was a group of older women. I want to say it was like it was 5 of them in that group, and I'm going to call them the cruise mommies, because that's what me and my friends called them the whole trip. We was calling them cruise mommies. So they, you know, they're like patting us and being nice. That's like, oh my God, we love you girls. Like, we love your energy, blah, blah, blah. You guys are amazing. We're like, oh, thank you. Like, you're so beautiful. Like, you know, just engaging with them like that, right? So the club has like lounge seating and everything. So we're all sitting there just hanging out, because the music not bumping and nobody's like really dancing right now anyway. So we're kind of just sitting and drinking or whatever. So one of the cruise mommies gets up and she's like, I'm going for a round of drinks. Like, anybody coming? But none of me and my 2 friends, we did not buy the drink package. Like I said, it's my first cruise. I don't realize that you should buy a drink package. So I'm kind of, in my head, I'm like, I'm going to budget. I'm going to take my time, because I don't want to spend all my money on drinks right now. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. No, thank you. And then she's like, girl, it's free. Just get up and get a drink, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, it's not free for me. I didn't get a drink package. And all the cruise mommies at the same time, they're like, what? Why not? What? Girl, have you never been on a cruise before? Blah, blah, blah. Like, girl, no, I haven't actually. So the cruise mommies, like I said, it's 5 of them and it's 3 of us. So one of them, I'm gonna say their names because I don't think they will mind. So one of them, I'm gonna say it was cruise mommy Gemma. She was like, she grabbed 2 more of her friends. She's like, y'all come with me so we can get drinks for the girls. So they all 3 of them went up and brought back 3 drinks for me and Bobby and Shorty. So I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, you're so sweet. And y'all, that literally became a thing. Like, and that's why we called them the cruise mommies, because they took care of us the whole time we were on the boat. Like, me and my friends could literally just be lounging by the pool and they would walk by like, are y'all good? Do you need a drink? And we'll be like, yes. And they would like go get drinks and bring them to us because they knew we didn't have the drink package. So it just became a thing. Like, I got crazy drunk one night and cruise mommy, I think it was cruise mommy Michelle, like took care of me. Like, those was really our moms on the boat. So I love them. I still follow like all of them on Instagram and stuff. So, but yeah, that was that. And that's basically how we, stayed so lit on the boat, because we were using their drink package. So that was that. And that night at the club, one of my cruise mommies, I don't know exactly which one it was, but she had one of them like skin colored pasties in her bra and it came out. And Bobby ended up like walking around with it in the center of her chest like a necklace. Like, that shit was so funny. I don't know how that happened, but it became a thing. It was so funny. I might have that clip. I could put that in there too. So moving forward to the next day, right? We go and we get brunch or lunch, breakfast, whatever. And this is where we meet the 3rd group of people on the boat. We only hung out ever with like 4 groups of people on the boat. So this is the 3rd group of people that we met. And I'm going to call them the daddies. And I'm only calling them the daddies because they were older men. And it was a group of them. It was like, again, it was like 4 or 5 of them. So I'm going to call them the daddies. Now, at that point in time, I was not interested in older men at all. And I was also married. So I wasn't really paying them no mind to say one was cute or not cute or whatever. Like, I really did not notice. So, but Bobby ended up connecting with one, and the one she connected with, I'm gonna call him Texas, because I'm gonna call him Alabama. I think it was Alabama because he's actually in the story. So Bobby connected with Alabama, and because of that, we met up with them a lot on the boat for like drinks and to hang out and stuff like that. So moving forward, okay, so we're now into afternoon/evening of day 2 on the boat. We end up meeting up with the frat boys, like to have drinks and stuff and just hang out, right? Now, one of the frat boys' names is Tarzan. I'm gonna call him Tarzan because he was tall, light skinned, had the dreads. That's Tarzan. He was booed up with my friend Shorty basically throughout the boat. Like, they became a couple. Shorty disappeared every night to go sleep with Tarzan. Some nights he would come stay the night in our room. Like, they was a couple on that boat, okay? Bobby, she kind of booed up with one of the daddies, but she
really wanted one boy in particular, but he was actually engaged and they were there for his bachelor party.
And no shade to Bobby, but Bobby gonna do what Bobby gonna do. So even though like she might like one, she might like another, and she might like a third, and she gonna have them all if she want, which is fine because I was living for it. I couldn't do shit, so I'm gonna have to live through you, right? So that was that. So this is when it started getting crazy, right? Because mind you, we're only on the boat for 3 full days, but technically 4 days. So we're into day 2 now. This is the day where we actually dock in Mexico. We like went to do our excursions. Mind you, this day fucking sucked for me because it's like such a long line to get off of the boat that like by the time I got down there, checked in for the ATV ride and everything, the freaking guy tells me like, oh, you have to have your ID on you. I didn't have my ID. I didn't have a picture of it. So he's like, we can't wait for you, but you could go back and try to get it. So I am pissed because I know for a fact I'm not going to get back in time for ATV. So I'm literally crying the whole way back to my room. Like, I'm so pissed off. I'm like running through the boat, trying to run back the thing. I'm asking people if I could bunch them in line, like pretending I see my friends, like, oh, my friend right there. Can I go? Can I go? So I get back out to the thing, and of course, they're gone. Bobby and Shorty left me. They went to do ATV without me. And it's like, I don't want to be a bitch and be like, y'all should have waited for me, but y'all should have waited for me, especially because there was another group that we could have went with. Like, after their group, there was a group right after. So y'all could have fucking waited for me. I was very upset about that, and I just want y'all to know. I hope you watch this video, and so y'all could know that I was very upset about that. But yeah, so they went on their ATV excursion. As I'm starting mine, I see them driving like back, like looking like they're having so much fun. And I'm sitting here puffy-eyed, like mad that I'm doing this excursion by myself. So that was that. But when I got back from I had a good time on the excursion, but I was by myself, like, so whatever. But when I got back, you know, we linked up with them, and then we went into Mexico, like the beach and stuff. It was, and a Senior Frogs was there. So we're getting lit at Senior Frogs. We ran into the cruise mommies. I'm gonna insert some more pictures because we was getting turned with the cruise mommies, okay, at Senior Frogs. So that was that. You know, we're on stage dancing. We're dancing on bars. We're dancing on tables. We're throwing back shots. Like, it was a good freaking time, right? So then we make our way back onto the boat, and Bobby is a little lit now. She's looking for, what did I call him? Alabama.
She connected with him the night before.
Because she hooked up with Alabama the night before. I didn't really mention that, but so now that she lit and she in a mood, she's looking for him because she already, you know, got that, right? So we couldn't find him, and of course we wasn't gonna go around the boat looking for him. So we're just like, Bobby, chill out, like, we'll find him later or whatever. We ended up going to like this main hall where they were having a game show. It was like a live version of a game show. That shit was so fun. It was an interactive game show. You had to have teams of 6. It's only me, Bobby, and Shorty. So we joined up with 3 random people that let us be in their team, and we played with them. And the game show, it's like crazy. So there's a host, right? And he'll just say random stuff like, I got 10 points for whoever brings me the biggest bra in the room. And like, you got to think about it, like, what you mean biggest bra? Then you got people just running around taking their bras off like, I got it. Like, and us, like, we don't have the biggest bra, so we're running up to random people like, can I have your bra? Can I have your bra? So, and other people are doing it too. And people are really just cooperating, like taking their bra off, giving it to people. And I'm like, yo, this is why I love non-melanated people. This is why I love
sorry,
this
I was
kind
being
of
so
people,
extra. White people. I love white people.
They are so go with the flow. Like, they're so fun. And I just don't, melanated people don't be on that type of time. And you know, I love my people, obviously, but y'all need to lighten up a little bit. Literally. But yeah, so it was so fun. Like, he would be like, oh, bring me an empty pair of pants right now. And then everybody would just run up, taking their pants off and shit. Like, that was so fun.
That is not sizzling like bacon!
Okay, you're about to burn. Roll
over!
Wow, you're fucking full. Okay, sizzling. Let me see your team numbers. Team number 27, 6, 2, 4, 3, 20, 19, 26, 8.
And we got even more lit doing that, obviously. So now by this time, Bobby is like drunk, okay? And she wants some Alabama. So I don't know if she was texting him or calling him or what, but she could not get in touch with him, and she was getting mad. So we just following her around, kind of like, me and Shorty don't really care. We already lit. We just chilling and kind of keeping an eye on Bobby because she's fucking crazy. So we're following her around. We end up at his room. So now she is banging on the door, banging, like, Alabama. Put her ear to the door, like, Alabama, I hear you in there. I hear you shuffling. So now I bust out laughing, like, in the hallway. I'm dying laughing because what the fuck is shuffling? And get your ear away from this man's door. So I don't remember if he like cracked the door and told her like she couldn't come in, or if he just didn't answer. But we left his room. Like, we wasn't gonna stay at his room all night, right? So we left his room. So then it's pretty late at this point. We're back in our dorm room or whatever. Shorty is in there with Tarzan. And it's me. I'm at the top bunk, right? So on the cruises, they have like 2 top bunks and 2 lower bunks, or you can have them together for 1 big bed, or you can have 2 separate little beds. Like, it's a lot of ways they configure the room. So the way ours was it was a bunk bed and then 1 single bed. I had the top one. And I agreed to take the top one because I knew I wasn't getting no action on the boat anyway. So it made more sense for me to be at the top. Plus, I didn't feel like arguing about who's going to get whatever. So I took the top. Shorty, ooh, almost said it. So Shorty's on the bunk under me, and then Bobby is in her own separate bed, a single, like next to us or whatever. So we get a knock on the door, right? So I think Shorty answered the door. So we open the door, and it's this white boy, and I'm gonna call him Toby. So she opens the door and it's Toby. Mind y'all, Toby is with the frat boy group, but he is the only white boy in the group. So he always stuck out, and it was just funny, right? So Shorty opens the door and Toby's like, hey, I heard that Bobby, I forgot how he said it, but he was basically like, I heard Bobby needed some dick. Here I am. Like, he really said something like that. So we're all busting out laughing. And she's like, Toby, get the fuck out of here. Come on, come in. Like, not like she gonna fuck, not like she gonna like sleep with Toby, but like, come in, we hanging out anyway, like, come in, whatever. So he came in. Honestly, I don't know what happened. Nothing happened, but I did go right to sleep. So they could have fooled around a little bit or made out or something. I don't know, but I know he wasn't there for very long. I know nothing like really happened, but that was that night. So the next day, it's like the day that we're supposed to get off the boat. Like, we're supposed to be getting off the boat about like 4 o'clock. And Bobby still wants to talk to Alabama. Like, she want to know what the hell happened with Alabama, why he was acting so funny, like that, right? So we end up seeing him. He's sitting over on the sideline and he acting like he don't see us. So of course Bobby like gets up and walk over to him anyway, like, what happened to you yesterday? And he just turned his head, like he turned his body in his chair, like, this girl is not fucking talking to me. She's like, oh, you didn't be talking to you. Like, so I think she chatted with him for a second, but he wasn't really engaging, so she walked away or whatever. So that was that. We ended up getting lunch on the boat. Yo, what's crazy is we got stuck on the boat. Like, it was too much fog at the port. So we were supposed to get off at 4, but they wasn't docking the boat because it was too much fog. So we didn't get off the boat till like 7. So we just hanging out. They were giving everybody free drinks at that point because at this point, y'all holding us hostage. We're stuck on the boat. So we was getting like drinks. We was just lounging by the pool or whatever. I don't know where they went, but I didn't want to leave from by the pool because I was kind of irritated, and I should have actually embraced that more, like the extra time on the boat, but I don't know. Something in my head told me to be mad because we were supposed to be off the boat and we wasn't. So I was not engaging that much that day. So I see Alabama again. They're like off wandering. So I just go talk to Alabama, like, yo, what happened? Why you like giving my friend the cold shoulder? And he said that she like embarrassed him in the club or something.
We did go to the club every night, so I'm assuming she pissed him off on night 2.
I didn't actually hear this, but he said that she embarrassed him in the club. But when I told her what he said and was asking her about it, she was like, no, that's not what happened. He got mad at her because, you know, they hooked up or whatever. And then when we was out at the club dancing and having a good time, he saw that we were engaging with the frat boys. So he wanted her not talk to the frat boys, but he wanted them to leave the club altogether. Like, oh, you're not gonna be talking to this nigga. This, you mine. And he basically wanted to leave the club and have sex. And she was like, no, I'm having a good time with my friends. And, you know, that's one thing about Bobby. Bobby gonna do what Bobby wanna do. She don't care about what no man wants to do. You gonna be around when I'm done or you're not. But Bobby gonna do Bobby, okay? So she didn't really care after he said that. She's like, oh, that's why you mad? Yeah, that's dumb. I don't got time for blah. So yeah. But yeah, what else happened on the boat? That was kind of it. And I like this story is really unorganized, but it's like I don't have a story to tell regarding the boat because all my experiences are my friends' experiences and I can't put all their business out there. This was more so just for me to kind of introduce you to these two characters because I do have stories that actually involve me and them. And because it is an experience of mine, you know, my first trip, my first girls trip, and it really was the whole boat. Like, they was hunching, okay? Like I said, Shorty was hooked up with Tarzan, damn near her boyfriend. They was together every night. Then I got Bobby over here. She had, you know, Alabama, and probably, I really cannot remember if she actually hooked up with one of the other frat boys, but it was a good time on that boat. And I really, really, really do love and miss my cruise mommies. Like, they was so sweet. One of them lived in Canada and she had invited us to come stay at her house. I don't know how serious she was, but I wish we would have went because it probably would have been mad fun. But yeah, that's the end of this story. The next one is definitely going to be like more juicy and, you know, more of my story so that I can really get into it. But I do want to thank y'all for tuning into this one. I just wanted to get something out because I'm just dressed. Like, I'm about to go out, so why not do a little video for y'all since I look so cute. And what was I about to say? What the fuck was I about to say? I was gonna say subscribe. Please like, comment, let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think I could do better in future videos. Let me know if you have a favorite video of mine so far. Also, I am doing the not gonna lie confessions and anonymous questions. I'm doing one every month. I just posted the new link for this month. So if you catch this video in time, please go click the link. It's on all of my socials. So TikTok at Diamond Duke. TikTok at D.DukesXxx. It's on Instagram, Diamond Dukes, and it's on Snapchat at Diamond Dukes. Okay? So you could go look at any of those, click the link, and send me a question because I'm going to answer those questions for YouTube so that y'all can get to know me a little better. But until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. This is really what I'm trying to grow here. So work with me, help me out. And again, I really do value your feedback. So let me know if there's anything that I could do better aside from being more consistent because I know I really do need to do that. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Until next time, bye.
You ready to go?
No, not ready.
Okay.
Let me show you. Oh, damn.
Okay, now.
Okay.
I do have actually.
Hump, real good. Yeah. You just need music and we get too lit. My video. Hey.